what's in your vortex comes into your realization when you prepare your vibrational atmosphere to allow it. And so spiritual realization is just that. It's tuning yourself to the frequency of that broader perspective of what's in your vortex, of what you've already created, of all that you have become, and therefore allowing yourself to be the realizer of it, the interpreter of it, the receiver of it, to receive the inspiration or the impulse. That's what that is.
I want to experience my fullest potential as soul and rise above body and mind. And
do you believe that your soul, your source, your inner being is already there?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you want to blend with that.
I want to be aware of that. I want to be fully consciously aware of that, and everything that Abraham is aware of, and what Jesus was aware of, and what Buddha was aware of.
How do you propose to
do that?
Get there?
Through meditation.
Well, meditation is an effective tool because you quiet your mind, and therefore you stop thought, and therefore you stop resistant thought, and therefore you're offering no resistance, and therefore you're right there. But we would far rather see you in a moment of appreciation or in a moment of love or passion than in meditation, because whether you're meditating or whether you're appreciating, there's still no resistance. And when you're appreciating, you're fully present. You are allowing Source to realize with you right here, right now. That's the ultimate realization, you see.
Okay. Well, when I'm doing that, I'm appreciating, and I'm fully in the here and now, and I'm loving here and now, and I'm fully in the here and now. And that's great, while here on the physical plane. But what about if I want to experience non-physical?
But this is the thing where humans get all misunderstanding about what it's like. What you just said is, I want to accomplish this spiritual realization so I can get out of here and
temporarily.
Nice clarification. And then do what Spirit is doing. And we want you to understand that what Spirit is doing is here with you. This is the leading edge of thought. We're not floating around as nebulous mists, thinking about things that are not specific. We're here with you on the leading edge. So if you want to be where Source is, focus here where Source is. But focus through the eyes of Source, not through a disconnected version of Source. That's good to know, isn't it? And it is a departure from what so many humans misunderstandingly explain.
My understanding is also, well, I thought that there's higher states of consciousness which are far more blissful and enjoyable than, although this can be pretty good here, but, you know, there's better.
The reason that you're stating your distorted point of view is because you have not yet allowed yourself to be in that vibrational place to experience this time-space reality from that broader point of view. So when you hear of others who have been living it, you assume they must be somewhere else. They're not somewhere else. They're just in a different frequency.
Right. Yeah, I assume that there is higher states of consciousness.
All right, so stop there. There are higher states of consciousness, meaning vibrations that hold less resistance. Higher states of allowing. But now, for just a moment, don't make it have to be somewhere else. Say those words about those who are living here and now. Don't make it have to be on another plane, in another world. This is where it's at. It's hard for you. You've practiced humility to a fault. Humans, you just can't believe that this is where heaven is, because in your misalignment, you disallow it. Tweak it in that small way, that what you're talking about is not a different place. It's a different vibrational attitude in this place.
Okay.
But in order to understand that, you have to get it, that this is the leading edge. Source is right here, but your part matters. It's important. You're not lesser than trying to figure out how to achieve that exaltation or that alignment or that worthiness or that
merging with my Source.
Source is flowing to you. You are the one who must mold the thought, by caring about the emotion in order to allow the merging. The best example we just gave you before segment of refreshment of Esther down at the gate. She didn't have to go to an altered state. She didn't have to be unconscious. She didn't have to have an out-of-body experience. She didn't have to die and go to heaven, because there is no place to go. It's consciousness focused here. Don't go somewhere else. Source is always where you are. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you've got your dial set on 98 and your source is set on 97. Don't worry about the frequencies. And so you're just not lining up.
So how can I line up more, like, so I can open myself up to that awareness?
By caring about how you feel, mm-hmm. and by catching the momentum earlier when you're not feeling good, by no longer speaking about limitations of the physical, but expecting that everything that is desired can be experienced, by understanding that when you request something, no matter what it is, that the larger part of you receives it and becomes it, and when you become a vibrational match to that, you'll have the experience of it. And the only thing that keeps you from doing that is you're focusing at a vibration that distorts the true view. Blending, meaning allowing yourself to be that pure extension of the source that you really are. You said, I'll go with all that I am, and I'll reach to places that are new, which means I haven't discovered the vibration of them. They will be new to me to experience. And in that subtle, you never experienced it to be stark contrast, I will come to new awarenesses of desire. I will take my desire to places that it has never been, to places that the desire of source has never been, because I'm unique in my experience. And as you launch those rockets of desire, source revels in the new desire that you have carved out of this time-space reality. And for a little while, there is a deviation, there is a departure, there is a difference in what source has now become as a result of your exploration and what you have allowed yourself to be. But now, you've launched the rocket. That was the step one. Source has become it. That was the step two. Now, you care about how you feel. You bring yourself generally and gradually into vibrational alignment with it until you are now the full realizer of that, you see. When you really are blended so that you are not speaking of yourself in separate terms. When you acknowledge who you really are, the masterful creator that you were born to be. And you practice it until you are confident in knowing that that's who you are. In other words, no big deal. You know what to do. Just go more general. Get more aligned. Easy. Easy to be blended. Weird not to be. Natural to be blended. Distorted not to be.
Okay.
You all talk like it's remarkable. Just remarkable. I've been dragging my way through life, and then I had that remarkable moment of alignment. I think I'll write a book about that remarkable moment of alignment. Not remarkable. It's freaky that it's not always that way for you.